Welcome to Freelance and Business. My name is Jeption Mutai. It's not easy to qualify for a tender as a new entrepreneur in Kenya. This is owing to many requirements that one needs to submit in order to be pre-qualified. On top of that, some of the mandatory requirements are paid. For instance, a new entrepreneur with excellent skills in a given category will not qualify for an open tender without providing a trading license issued by the government. Fact is, for one to get a trading license, you must have a physical office. So, how can one afford to pay for an office if he or she is starting up? This takes me to the well-known category of AGPO, access to government procurement opportunities. For this, you don't need to have a trading license to be pre-qualified. One can use their own residential address as the location of their business. But is this all? What if you have all these requirements yet still don't get invited to quote for tenders? Why is it that despite you submitting all the required documents in order to be pre-qualified for a tender, you still don't get it? That's what I'll be focusing on this video. Stay tuned to find out. Looking for professional video production services? Request a quote on www.techtubestudio.com. Number one reason is expired tax compliance certificate. Tax compliance certificate expires after 1 year from the date of issue. If within the year you have defaulted from paying tax, you will be deemed uncompliant until you clear your tax debts. This thus means that once you clear your tax debts, you will be issued with a mandatory tax compliance certificate. Some entrepreneurs take the risk of attaching expired tax compliance certificate when submitting pre-qualification documents, thinking that the procurement officers will not counter-check and verify all the documents attached. Don't be fooled. They do, and this might be the reason you have not been pre-qualified. Number two, fake business address. Most people don't take their business addresses seriously. I have learned this the hard way after I closed my business due to COVID-19. When I closed down offices and began operating from home, it meant that my business address also changed. I never thought it was serious, so I didn't bother to update my business address on the Registrar of Companies portal. While many tendering companies will not notify you the reasons behind you not being pre-qualified, it's good not to take anything for granted. Each time you change your business location, update your address with the Registrar of Companies. Officers from the tendering company will use the address details that you have provided in the tender document to trace your office. If it is not existent, they'll treat your application unresponsive. Number three, lack of clear track record. Track record demonstrates how you are experienced in the said field. Some companies registered with enterprises or general supplies at the end of the company name usually don't specialize in anything. People registering such company names pry on those tenders that requires no training or probably on a loophole in the tendering process. If you are keen, most corrupt practices are linked to such companies with enterprises or general supplies at the end of the company name. For example, King Astor Enterprises. They are not specific on the services they provide. If you lack solid track record in a particular field, it will be hard to qualify due to competition. Number four, forgery. While forgery is illegal and can land you in jail, some people still forge documents to date. There are many softwares out there that you can use to forge documents. Depending on the procurement officer's level of experience, you might get away with the forged documents. If you deliver quality services, you'll be lucky with your forgery. But if you deliver poor services, they'll get back to you and investigate further on the documents you submitted. At the end, your case might end up in court, and the procurement officer who awarded you the contract will be retrenched. Number 5, attempting to bribe. With all said, bribery or who do you know narrative is still rooted in Kenya. After submitting all the mandatory required documents, some entrepreneurs will still take a step further and try to bribe someone in the procurement department in order to get that tender. If you have this habit, then that explains why you are not getting that tender. I must applaud the government for using all the tools available to fight corruption. Technology is a big winner and has really helped minimize the level of corruption and bribery. These are 5 main reasons you are not getting pre-qualified for any government tender. Did I miss out on something? Please let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, take care. Looking for professional video production services? Request a quote on www.techtubstudio.com.